These comments came from a Funimation clip of the dub for Attack on Titan Episode 5. Some people liked the dub alright, and then there's some who disliked it because they feel the actor for Eren Jeager, Bryce Papenbrook, was not the best choice. And as you can imagine, they have a lot to say. Before we start, I'll read out loud what I said in response to some of these comments. I love it when people complain about dubs. On a serious note, Bryce isn't bad. If you want a bad English dub, Bible Black is a good example. Hentai in general. Now, on to the video. Ugh. Bryce Papenbrook has officially ruined Eren Jeager. That scream though. I laughed when I heard it. ... I think it's very unfunny. I was sincerely hoping they would at least get an actor with a more efficient vocal range, considering the fact that Eren Jeager is a character who screams a shit ton. Bryce just isn't good. I agree. In general, he's a great actor outside of AOT, but this role was one I never saw him doing, and that's a bad thing. Even now, it's a bad thing that he got it. I mean, I knew that he wasn't gonna please the fans, but I'm more disappointed in Funimation with the writing. Altogether, I knew this show getting dubbed by anyone would not be good in any sort of way. It'd be divided as always. But the numbers should have been outweighed that it was good, but the fact it isn't. The problems are too many to say, but regardless, I'm disappointed in the team altogether. My argument to anyone is that it's not sub over dub, it's the fact that the characters alone don't match. Honestly, does Eren sound like Eren if you erase the image? To me, it's a no. I'm just disappointed. When you say ruined, does that mean you hate Eren Jeager altogether because a VA you didn't like was chosen for him, even though you could still watch it in Japanese? He has a good point there. You're saying that Eren has been forever ruined by Bryce, even though there's still the Japanese version? Jeez, you gotta be more clear, bruh. Don't put words into my mouth. It was a figure of speech. All I mean by it is that Bryce doesn't do a good enough job at portraying Eren, and I would have chosen someone better. Care to give any examples on that? Doesn't sound right to me. IDK? They kinda lack the depth of emotion of the characters. I know, they all need to have annoying high-pitched voices. Well, they are only 15. I knew fans were going to complain about Eren's voice no matter what, seeing as how Yuki Kaji is a terrific voice actor for him, but oh my god, this guy's voice is annoying. I guess you can get used to it, but it makes Eren sound like more of a kid than a big ball of anger like he was in the original. I feel like all the voice actors they chose just ruined any chance of me watching this again in English. I don't feel like they grasped each character's personality at all. Don't watch it in the dub. It's pretty bad IMO. Stick with sub like it's 10 times better. It's alright with me. It's not the best, but I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 4, just because Mikasa, Armin, and the others sound okay, but Eren, god no. Why? Just why did you cast Papenbrook? He's so talentless. Also, why did you make killing Titans a game instead of, you know, a effing serious situation? The voice doesn't fit him at all. He's trying way too hard. No, I'm not complaining about his voice fitting his Japanese voice. It doesn't fit the character. Also, 16 means already been through puberty, but it shouldn't sound like this. Tyndall should have been a better Eren, especially considering he's voiced Shu Oma, which is voiced by the same seiyuu as Eren. Also, if you think you don't have the attention span, you're missing out on a lot of better shows and some worse ones. I thought that too when first watching the anime, but now I watch slightly more subtitled shows because I watch many of the airing shows.
In the Eng dub, Eren's voice is too whiny and high-pitched to make me feel like he's intimidating.
Right? I literally laughed my ass off on how bad this is.
Imagine a puberty-ridden child with a sore throat. You killed my friend! Get back here! The Titan would be like, bitch, please.
LMAO. I'm, sorry, but the only problem I have with the dub is Bryce Papenbrook. He's a decent voice actor at best. The main problem is that for many of the roles he's played, he gets casted with roles that he doesn't suit at all. Rin Okumura is a prime candidate. He simply doesn't have the ability to play a character such as Eren. Eren yells, screams, and is generally intense. Bryce doesn't have the ability to match it and give us that same intensity that was conveyed in the manga and Japanese anime with the original voice actor. An actor that had the ability to give us Eren Jeager, something that is actually a difficult feat. A feat that Bryce cannot make. Bryce is an actor that lacks the ability to properly emote the correct mode in the roles that he plays, and he can't get into it as well as other actors can and have done. Vic Mignogna, for example, he has that ability and more. He is able to produce and give what Bryce Papenbrook lacks and gives the characters. He's played a little something that we can all love and enjoy. He would have been perfect for the role and has the voice that actually fits the character Eren far better than Bryce ever can and ever will. I'm severely disappointed in you, Funimation. All you had to do was pick a cast and stick to the script as best as you could. One voice actor and it's Zexel all over again. How did you even reach the same level as Zexel with casting? One voice actor. All you had to do was pick an actor for the one character that matters the most over the other characters in the series. It's getting old real fast with this. Here's the reason as to why I can never watch Blue Exorcist in English. Thank you for that. Sincerely so. I don't like dubs, but I don't like any of their voices. They sound stupid. Ha ha ha, the fan service is real. Or are these the English voice actors? If so, I prefer the Japanese voices. Bryce Papenbrook is forcing himself too much. If you honestly think this is a good dub, you need to listen to the back dub, then come back to me about quality. I've already listened to a lot of animes with great English dubs. I'm not saying this is the best, but it's good enough to watch, and most of the voices are good too. Loves dubs, thinks the AOT dub is effing awful. Clear contradiction here. I disagree with him or her, but you don't have to like every that dub it's like this. Not every pie will taste good. I know someone who has done voice acting work, and he thinks Papenbrook is effing awful.
It's the music that we choose. 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 It's the